Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison-Arcitect plus Alpha 11 episode 11. In the previous episode we had a monumental problem, and that was that the prisoners for some reason had massive recreational needs, yet they weren't going to fulfill them. I have dug around, played around and discovered the culprit. This area here, this is our second common room that we built, and this area all around here was set as staff only, which included the common room in the centre. Now I did that so we didn't, we could actually build this area without them going in. However, what that did for some reason is it meant that the prisoners just sort of glitched out really, and they then didn't use this common room or that common room for the phone booths, and pretty much didn't use any common room. And that was the problem. It is now being resolved. If we look at our danger level, 42 prisoners say they are well treated, and one deterrent of they've been punished recently, probably due to contraband. And if we go to our needs, we can see that it is completely and utterly fulfilled. We've altered the regime to do this. Look, you can see what I've done. I've altered the regime to let them have a bit of free time, and then we're going to go back to work. The reason I've done this is so they can get them needs fulfilled before we actually start rioting. I will, however, need to sort out put this back to what it was. So we had 2 hours of eat time. Although, to be fair, we don't really need 2 hours of eat time. We could just have 1 hour of eat time here, and then 1 hour of free time, and then move on 1 hour of free time, and then have the meal quantity and quality variety even maxed out. We could do that, and what I plan on doing is once this prison is complete, and I say that very loosely, in very loose terms, once it's sort of complete and done, and I'm happy with it, and it's all finished, and all the buildings are in, we've got all the people, all the prisoners, etc. What I will do is then start altering the regime to try and find out the best regime for the complete prison. At the moment it's a regime that works. What I want to do is once it's complete I can then alter the regime, because depending on how you build things the regime may have to change. So I'm going to complete it and then alter the regime. Okay, hope you've got that. Cool, and we're going to change this back to work time here. So we're going to have 2 hours of free time, 2 hours of eat, 2 hours of free time, and then 7 hours straight of work. We did have 6 hours, but I've moved it down to this amount here. I just think it'd be a better compromise. We might even have a shower time beforehand. And actually, we could move everything down. I don't think we really need everything here. Let's move this work time down and eat time to there. I think that's better. I don't think we need all of the amount of sleep we had, because to be fair, at the end of this eat time here they tend to go to sleep, and then by the time we get down to about 2 AM the prisoners tend to be awake anyway, so I think that will do us. So anyway, we are all back to work. As you can see, we're over here now getting a lot of money. Back to the grindstone, as we like it. We have 50 prisoners. Obviously we've got a lot around here. We can see that there are... Oh, looks like it's working. Yeah, it looks like the laundry is working fine, which is fantastic. We have 1 guard remaining spare, just waiting around. That's just because I've got loads of guards assigned, because I wanted to check out how people are progressing, and if they're actually using the common room, which they are. So we need to do a bit of construction. That's the whole point in this series. Obviously, we need to fill this area up here. This is going to be our shower area, and we're just going to drive the pipe in like so, and that'll plumb in the toilets, and then also plumb in this shower area here, which currently it is designated a shower. It just hasn't got any shower heads in it, so we're going to put drains in like so. There's our drains, and we will put the shower heads in. So we'll put 4 along that side, and then we'll spin them around and put them like so, all the way along. Done. Perfect. So we have a holding cell, and we have our shower, and in this area we have our solitary area. Cool. And what I'm going to do is probably hire maybe a guard or 2, maybe hire 2 more guards, and then go to deployment, and then patrols, and then just patrol like in here maybe, and just assign a guard there. Just because we can. And there we go. This solitary isn't fantastic, I'm aware. I know there's a couple of comments about that saying it's a bit inefficient. I'm aware of that, and again, if you have any better ways of doing it, I know there's a couple of people actually sent me pictures of how to do it, then then by all means, please please feel free to do so. And that's something I've never experienced before. The workers are actually coming in to place the fresh uniforms on the beds. Alright. That's okay then, because originally it was down here, which was a massive pain if they were still going to do that. Anyway, that's alright, I'm happy with that. Let's go to Objects, and visitor tables, and finally put in the visitor tables that I said I was going to do several episodes ago. Like, Do I put one there? Yeah, we'll put one there. Unfortunately, to get to there, you're going to have to climb. No, we're not going to put one there. To get that, you're going to have to fly through. You have to climb over these things, but that's okay. We're okay. I don't think we need any more than that. In fact, let me get a spare guard. Your spare. You go over there, please. And just to see who's around here. We're going to get a fair amount of money. We've got $5,229 at the moment. We're gaining $1,712 per turn. We have 49 of 50 prisoners because obviously one's being released. And as always, you can see that there's several thousand metal sheets turning up. And we also have some people waiting here for... there's more family coming in, is there? I don't know. Someone might be leaving. Let me open that up. Is there someone leaving? No. Probably just let the guy, someone in. Yes, so we have visitors waiting there that, you know, it's really pointless because they're not going to do anything. Let me just open these doors manually for the workmen. There we go. What would be good, actually, is if eventually, if you had a security office, you could have a remote door access. So if your security... if your security station was connected to a camera, and that camera could actually see the entrances or any doors or etc., if a workman goes up to it, like a jail door that he can't physically open, it would be good if it could be remotely opened by a guard that's operating the security station. I think that would be fantastic if that's something they implemented. Sadly, it isn't at the moment, and I don't even know if it's planned to be implemented. But we are, I mean, this is alpha, right? Even though this has been out for quite a while. Is it over 6 months now the Prison-Arcitect's been out? Maybe even longer. But, you know, it's still very early in its development when you come to think of all the things that you know, he's planning on adding, and I'm guessing a lot of things that they haven't said that they're planning on adding, as well as things that they might add that, you know, they tend to go, oh, that might be a good idea while they're still working on it, etc. Plus all the campaign, and they've got a lot of work ahead of them. But the main thing is it enjoyable. That's what you have to look at. A lot of people, you know, tend to, you know, review games or tend to slate games saying that they're rubbish or they'll say they're really good, you know, and all these reasons, some pretentious, some fictional, some just whatever bias. The main thing is it fun or not? That's what I tend to review a game on. Is it fun or not? Yes or no? Answer me that. And if it is, then it's, you know, it's done its job as a game, really. Assuming that's what the game's about. You know, you do get a lot of, like, arty type games. But anyway, that's a different story, a different topic, a different story for a different day. We need to put in our security areas, so I'm thinking having it like this. Is it like that? Can you do it like... You can do it like that. No, there's a way you can do it so it goes around. I can't fit it in. It's like that... Yeah, it's because these, even though they take 3 blocks up, you can actually place them. They don't really, in reality, they don't actually take 3 blocks. They take, how many do they take? I don't. Oh, they just take the 1 block, don't they? Now I've got a better way of doing it. I'm going to do it like that, like so, and then we're also going to have one like that. Do we have it like that? I don't know. I don't know if... I think that's splitting it up too much. We don't really need it like that. Let's cancel them off. We've got 3 in the storeroom. We can have it like that, and then like that. And then we can have a little entrance like that. That'll do us for now, and then we can put another set there. So that's the start of our CCTV area. Obviously, we need to put a guard in there. We also need to drive power in. Oh, we don't need to drive power in. It's already done. One thing I do want to do, though, because this was really annoying me, is delete all of these... pipes here. These are the water pipes that we just don't need. I'm just going to delete them all. Probably delete all of this as well, just because it annoys me. We don't need it, so we're just going to get rid of it. It's all redundancy. And long term, I'm guessing you don't want spare pipes. In reality, it doesn't really matter at the moment anyway. So our danger level is 20 odd prisoners, and it's going up. 28 prisoners, 29 prisoners. They're all saying they're well treated. Excellent. Go to our regime, go to needs. We can see that needs are completely fulfilled. Fantastic. I was really worried in the previous episode. I was distraught, utterly distraught. You know, you know, just total. I didn't know what to do. I was just thinking, this could be it. This could be the end of the prison. This could be it. We might have a riot. Everything might fail. Everything, you know, might go wrong. We don't know what. You know, I didn't know what was going on. You know, I was able to, you know, load up the save, mess around with it for. It took me about 30 minutes to sort of realise that. I didn't notice anyone in the comments putting why. Although someone did suggest that this, well, they did post that this was staff only, and I knew this, but I didn't think that would be the cause. But you know, it was. I also this area up here, the solitary up here, that's been staff only since I built it, so nobody's ever been in it. Not that we've had any need to anyone be put in it. Solitary is only for, you know, more violent and serious offenders, I guess you could call it. This jail door I'll keep locked open for the time being, but then I am eventually, when I put a guard in here, in fact I'm going to do that now, I'm going to close it shut. So we need to go to patrols and have our patrol as that, and then assign a guard to that room, and it's still going to be staff only. They're deleting all of these pipes, which is fantastic. Our needs are getting taken care of. It is now free time, but as you can see, look, they're sleeping, so there's no point in having all of that as, you know, I had all of that as sleep down to here, so, you know, we've knocked an hour of sleep. We could probably knock another hour of sleep off, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Here we go, there's our license plates, 5 grand, going up. So this is from license plates only, we got nearly 4 grand now. We're not going to get much here, maybe not even 5 grand. Oh no, we'll probably get 5 grand. Yeah, there's 5 grand. But remember, we didn't have nowhere near the amount of work time. We had nearly half. 5.5. That's perfectly fine. That's fine. $5,560. We're now just shy of $10,000, which is good. We'll also be probably getting rid of a couple of. We're probably going to get rid of a couple of guards at some point as well, once we put the security cameras in, which I'll be doing this episode. I also want to start getting some more prisoners in, so we'll finish this off as well. But I think I'm going to put the security cameras in first, so we can you know, change things around a bit. How are the sleep? Sleep is getting taken care of. The regime is probably going to be about right. I was thinking maybe reducing one of these hours and maybe knocking the shower back up and having another hour of free time, but by the look of it, probably not the best thing. Anyway, looks like these people looks like they're actually taking care of their sleep needs, which is fantastic. So let's start building a couple of things. Let's go to our objects and CCTV and start putting some CCTV cameras in. Now I'm not too sure exactly where I can put where the best places to put these CCTV cameras is. I'm not sure at all, because I want to put them on a wall like that. You don't want to put them in the corner. You want to put them on a wall like that so they can scan either side. And probably there, like there and there would be the best idea. Although that's staring right in his face. Not there, because it's right next to a wall, so it'll only scan there and along that way. So we could put it in the center. If I put it in the center, does it scan all the way around? I don't know. Let's put one in the center just to test it and see what happens. Now, I don't know whether they actually need a full like power line going directly towards them. I actually don't know. They used to, but I don't know if they do now. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, while I've got a bit of spare time, I'm going to start construction on this cell over here, this area over here. So we'll just put some walls in. This is going to be our extra shower block. Just the walls in for now, and we'll go to beds and put all the beds in, I think. Someone playing pool. I think that guard's playing pool. I don't begrudge him a bit of pool at this time of night. He's working the graveyard shift, so fair play to him. Oh, that's cost a lot of money. Right, let's see what happens when we go to staff. Utilities. No, I'll get there eventually. I've clicked every button but deployment, and unassign a guard from there. There we go, and that guy can go and wander off. Now, is this just going to search from that side to that side? I believe it is. Yeah, because you can see where it's locked onto. It's only going to search like that. We have... I'm just going to make... Is that guy out? He is out now, so I want to just make sure... I want to see what happens to the visibility in this place. I want to see it go down, and I want to see what the CCTV camera is monitoring. Looks like it's only monitoring... Looks like it's only scanning between that area around here, but so far it hasn't blacked this bit out. Is that because I've got someone assigned to the common room? It might very well be. Let me just check that again. Go to deployment and guards and unassign a guard from there, just to see if this changes. Otherwise, that might be where we're going to put them, the CCTV. I could even put them one there and then one back to back. That's what I could do. Might be a good idea, actually. Could put one on each corner. One there, one there, one there, and one there. That's a bit overkill. Especially considering I'm going to have that many for... Well, 4, 8, 12, 16 for each one of these. So then we've got this 32, plus everywhere else. It's going to be a big pain. We never have enough security. We never have enough places to watch it. That seems to be scanning everything. I don't know if it's just because of the way the things are being assigned. Let me go to deployment again and unassign guards from all these areas here and let them just go and wander off. Just to see if it actually changes this, if it alters the fog of war. Because I don't know why the fog of war hasn't closed off. We'll see anyway. Something I've been meaning to do for a while now. Let's go to phone booths and put the phone booths in. And we'll do the same here. And we'll finish off. Do we finish it off? It's a lot of money, this. This is a lot of money I'm spending. I'm not going to finish it off because I don't want to spend too much. That'll do us for now. You know what? I don't know why, but this is still saying that, you know, it's still showing the fog of war's all gone. So I don't know whether that camera is just super efficient at spotting everything, or the fog of war bug is in effect. It has to be in effect because I can now see this and I've got no guards there. I'm guessing... No, but this is fog of war. I don't know. I don't actually know. I'm going to dismantle the CCTV and see what happens. Let me just max speed this up. How is our power requirement? Actually, something I haven't checked in a while. Power requirement is fine. We've got, you know, that's getting up there. That one's getting up there as well. But we've got loads of room extra, you know, if we need for the capacitor. So that's fine. That's perfect. Right. So, this guy's dismantling this. If that dismantles and then all the fog of war goes, and I can then, you know, see through everything, then we know what the problem is. Let me just check our danger level. 37 prisoners, so they're well treated. Excellent. Oh, there we go, look. This is now shrinking. This is all shrinking. There we go. This is all shrinking now, all of the fog of war. Right, okay. So, the fog of war is shrinking, which is what I wanted. Now I'm going to put the CCTV camera where I'm going to put it where I had it originally, which is... Well, where I wanted it originally, which is there. Put it there. And I might put one there as well. They're only 200. Oh, well, they're pretty cheap, actually. I thought there were a lot more than that. Might as well put them all around there. Obviously, the one place we won't be able to monitor is the common room, but that's fine. I'm going to assign a guard there anyway. The plan was to always have a guard in the common room because then he's always close to around here to open jail doors and such if need be, even though I'm looking at open. So let me just check our needs. They're all fine. Sleep's a bit up though. That's a bit of a problem. Sleep is a little bit high. I say high. It's a medium risk on there. If it goes higher, we might have to look at that and alter the regime to accommodate that. There we go. There's the CCTV cameras in, and looks like they are functioning perfectly fine. I think that's the best place to have them there and there, because then, you know, it covers that area, and then these ones all cover there as well. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's what we're going to do. Excellent, perfect. So we're going to have them, the CCTV, as you've seen there. So if we go to Objects, CCTV, and then we can put one there, and then there, and then there, and then finally there. $1,398 remaining. I'm not going to spend any more because I think we will spend that on just metal plates in work time, which is very shortly, I believe. Regime. No, it's 2 hours of free time and then work time. I may have to move this down again back to, you know, a bit more hours of sleep time because, as you can see, the sleep is up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not really too concerned unless it goes into the orange and then with something you have to look at. We have a lot of guards wandering around. We need to go to deployment and then guards, and we'll put a guard in that common room. In fact, we might as well have him on a bit of a patrol around the common room like so. Like that, just so he's not too lazy. There we go. And then we can probably unassign all of these as well. Like that. We don't need them anymore. I mean, in reality, I could probably keep that. I didn't really need to get rid of it, but I do like to keep it tidy. You know, tidy will make it's easier to spot things, because this is quite a complex prison in terms of layout and how it's how we've got things placed and such. So definitely something we need to you know, be wary of. So we have all of these phone booths pretty much done. We've got a line of phone booths to put in there, a line of phone booths to put in there, but not something something I can complete when it comes to the morning. But This cell block is almost done. I know I've been saying that for quite a while, but we have all of the security cameras in now, and we've got this guard patrolling in the common room. We've still got a bit of a blind spot when it comes to the showers, but again, it's not really a massive problem. What we can probably do is get rid of a couple of guards. We have 5 guards spare. Why do we have 5 guards? Only 5 guards spare. We certainly don't need that many guards. I did hire a couple more guards, and I'm going to get rid of a couple. So I'm going to fire that guard, and fire that guard, and fire that guard. So we have 3 remaining. Obviously, we've got these guys stationed around here, which we will get rid of. We can also... I don't know whether to keep a guard in the workshop. I'm thinking just one security camera here would cover the entire workshop. How many do we have? 8 out of 12. So eventually what I'm going to do is have another guard here, another set of CCTV cameras there, and we could probably put another set down there. And guard pretty much everything. Look at him wobbling around. I like that. I like the circle you can make of them. I mean, technically you're not really supposed to be able to do that because it's supposed to be 3 and then 3. But technically, even though that's 3 like that, like 1, 2, 3, it's actually only this corner one, I believe, like this corner one here that... is a block for... It's the only bit that blocks access. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, work time. We have 48 of 50 prisoners. 48 prisoners out of maximum of 50. And it looks like this thing is functioning okay. Our danger level is 21 prisoners, slowly going down. Say they are well treated. And by the way, that well treated bit, that isn't just like, oh, they're fine. Well treated means they are actually happy about it, and you know, they're not saying so, but it's not like that. It's not like the norm. The norm is just nothing in there. It's, you know, if they say they're well treated, they actually are, you know, pretty happy, and they're saying that that's the case. I can't really explain what I mean, but. Basically, when there's nothing in there, you know, it says 14 prisoners say they're well treated. If that had nothing in there, like nothing in the factors, it means that everything's just content. Where 14 prisoners say they're well treated, that means that, you know, they actually are better than average. That's what I'm trying to say. Took me a while to get there, but I got there in the end. So, we have, oh my good grief, a bazillion metal plates, as you can see. And I don't know why they've just dumped them there. But they are taking all these metal plates to the workshop. Let me just go back to normal speed, just to check this out. Ah, there we go. There's all that working. There's all that money coming in. We're on day 19 now. We're almost. Well, this will be day 20 by the time we end this episode. So it's taken quite a while to build this prison, but I think it's really good. I'm very proud of this one. It's probably the best one I've built. Certainly, it's the one that I've had the least problem with, despite its interesting design, shall we say. We'll use that. We'll use interesting over any other term. But yeah, it's an interesting design, you know, pod prison with these connecting bits. The original idea was to have a constant like diamond section that we could expand off either side and keep building pods, and that's still possible. Although it's that's fell by the wayside a little bit. That's put on the back burner because it's not something that I really plan on doing for this series. I say plan on doing. That's because I don't think we'll have the time to do before the next alpha. So I think we'll be finishing this off shortly, and then we obviously move on to the next one. But again, not abandoning, finishing off. We still have this cell block to complete, although I think in a couple of episodes we could get that done, and then finish the workshop down here, and then tile the area. So I think we're getting there. I think we're definitely getting there. So let's speed this up a little bit more. Frame rate's starting to get reduced a little bit now, probably due to the amount of prisoners we're getting, and yeah, you can start hearing a little bit of lag in it, sadly, but that's okay, that's alright. I am going to probably start working on the workshop down there. I think that's something we need to go on, because how many prisoners have we got? We've got 48 out of 50 prisoners. If I go to my deployment and then jobs, we can see we've got 11, 22, 28, max jobs 20 in that bit. Why is it max jobs 20 in there? Is it based on the amount of people or the amount of size? Max jobs 20, that's weird. I've never seen that before. I might as well assign another person there. 2 more people even. Should we assign 2 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll assign 6 people to the laundry. So yes, we've got 11, 22, 28, 34, 38 jobs out of a maximum of 48. So we've got 10 people remaining. So if I build this workshop, then we'll probably have enough to actually use that. And obviously, when I say 48, it's 48 out of 50, so we can always get a couple more. So I think we're doing alright. We're definitely getting there. So, that's it for this episode, I think. Next episode, we will be finishing off this cell block, I believe, and starting on with this area here. Right, I think that's it for now. Thank you very, very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.